The High Court in Johannesburg has found no compelling reasons to grant murderer Ntuthuko Shoba leave to appeal both his conviction and life sentence. It says to do so would amount to judicial vanity, dragging out the agony of Tshegofatso Pule's loved ones.
Yeah, Shoba approached the court after he was sentenced for orchestrating the murder of then 8 months pregnant Tshegofatso Pule back in 2020. Newzroom Afrika's Mnisi has more.
Ntuthuko Shoba's lawyer argued that weighing evidence differently, there would be reasonable prospects for an appeals court to overturn his client's premeditated murder conviction. He focused on 3 points: that the CCTV footage at Florida's Westlake complex on the night Tshegofatso Pule was murdered was consistent with the possibility that Shoba couldn't have known or seen that the killer, Mnisi, was driving the jeep that drove her to her death. Shoba spent at least 3 minutes with Pule and the jeep outside. Another point relates to Shoba's contact with Malipane, arguing that the latter told the court that he didn't sell illicit cigarettes during the COVID-19 lockdown. He was during his evidence ambiguous about whether he could source for cigarettes had he wanted to, and this tainted his evidence on whether he sold cigarettes or not. Shoba's lawyer submitted to the court that it reject the unchallenged evidence from Malipane's girlfriend and friend that he didn't sell cigarettes. The third point focused on the police's failure to investigate phone numbers that sent threatening messages to Pule, saying this was a deviation from standard practice as messages were not sent through the 081 number that was used by Shoba. After rejecting all of these, the court found that there were no other compelling reasons to grant leave to appeal.
But on the material before me, I cannot conclude that Mr. Shoba's prospects of success rise even to the remote. In those circumstances, there is no sufficiently compelling reason to grant leave to appeal. To do so would be no more than an exercise in judicial vanity, and one which would only lengthen the dull, dragging agony that these proceedings have no doubt imposed on Miss Pule's family and friends.
Her family says this attempt was the last kick of a dying horse.
What Shoba is really doing is just the kicks of a dying horse, because he knows very well that he did orchestrate this whole thing. He knows that he planned to kill Tshegofatso. For whatever reason, I don't know. So he's just trying maybe to get a lesser sentence. I mean, life imprisonment, I would also do it. I would try my luck. Yeah, because really, as a family, we think he was supposed to get double.
The court ruling comes during 16 days of activism for no violence against women and children.
This just keeps restoring our hope and belief in the judicial system, and also just keeps fueling us for all the other cases that we're still going to handle going forward.
The Pule family says they don't think Shoba will take this lying down and expect him to petition a higher court. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Mnisi at the High Court in Johannesburg.